It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about us. It's about legacy. It's about what we choose to leave behind for future generations. And that's why, for the next year, and for the first time since 1974, the best and brightest men and women of nations and corporations the world over will pool their resources, share their collective vision to leave behind a brighter future. It's not about us. Therefore, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is welcome back.
The work of a single organization, the Syndicate. A rogue nation, trained to do what we do, imbued with a new sense of purpose.
The Syndicate, you say? Yes, sir. That's what he calls it.
WSB Soul Globe Bistro. Craig Mack's in the house.
Yeah.
Long Island history is with us right now.
My foundation, you know what I'm saying? It's my life right here. We all need each other to live and breathe, and that's the way we treat each other.
You always had a voice that was like unique and really like deep and manly since you've been out.
That's what's up.
How long have you really
That's
been?
because I am deep and manly.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it at all, but
Okay.
good point.
As I move closer to the mic, y'all, excuse me. That's what's up. So as ladies want to know, boxes of briefs, because you know we always ask.
Boxes. I can't wear briefs.
Okay. On that note, I'm going to stop because it's getting hot in here.
No, go ahead. You
I
open
need
it up.
some water.
This is what, and boxes sometimes. Let's go, little man.
Tonight-
Now you get embarrassed.
What I'm just
Now
saying.
you get embarrassed.
I'm
This is what you do.
I'm just saying, this is how my ugly thugs, and you know I'm going through my thing right now, so I can say this.
It's getting hot in
Get
here.
under fire like that, because I need that right now in my life.
Right? That's what's up.
But yeah, so what's going on with your personal life, ladies, men, you know, children,
It's
single?
well, I mean,
private about that?
nah, there's no
Obviously.
privacy what's going on, you know what I'm saying? If ladies want to give a call up here, I give a call up here.
Okay, 631-632. Y'all wait after Mahogany to get her turn. No, I'm gonna stop. 632-6901. Y'all wanna holler at Craig Mack? Y'all definitely gotta do that right now, because he is in the studio, and y'all can definitely holler at the man, because he's personable.
Yeah.
He's not on that. Yeah, I know. I started
Nah,
a
never
movement,
that, never
and
that.
he's like real right now.
That's so crazy too, that whole thing. But,
You did start the movie. I mean,
really-
this take it for what it's worth.
Yeah,
You
I'm
did
feeling
start-
you with that. I'm feeling you with that. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing
I
to
go
it.
to sleep at night with that on my mind.
Because think about it, the whole Bad Boy would not have started without you. Even though God bless Biggie,
yeah.
Puffy's out there, peace out to Puffy, but your song put them on the map.
Yeah.
Let's just be real about it.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so could we do that again?
You know, this is the age of the diet. I mean it because whether you're fat, thin, small, tall, today everyone diets. Everyone includes me. But what I resent is when I'm on a diet and just once I have a little cream in my coffee, just once, everyone treats me like a criminal. I was thinking about this and I decided that if my experience were ever done on a television program, it would probably come out something like this. Good evening. Bright Chris presents SAGNet. it when I was just a child. I developed a terrible, terrible habit. Eating. Oh, I don't mean eating. I mean eating. One morning at breakfast, I was reaching for my usual piece of lemon chiffon pie when Mummy said with her usual sweetness and tact, "Stop stuffing your mush, Fatso." Fatso. Mom called me Fatso. I vowed then and there I'd never, never touch another sweet at home. The real beginning of it all. The sneaking around with Fig Newtons. The secret fun I had with Nabisco wafers. The rendezvous with pistachio ice cream. I didn't get ice cream at home. I didn't mind. I knew a man down the block who pushed the stuff. He knew but me and the bathroom scale. When I was 22, though, I finally began to feel maybe something was wrong. All my friends were getting married or having glamorous careers for themselves. I lumbered on.
Charlotte Rae played the beloved Mrs. Garrett, and she has so many fond memories of that show. But there was also a dark side, as she tells me about secret body shaming that went on behind the scenes.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both and then...
How much pressure did the producers put on the girls to keep a certain weight?
The more they tried to pressure them and weigh them and threaten them, the more they would eat. It's not the way you handle adolescence. You don't do that.
And you don't think of a girl as a 10 if she weighs a ton.
Natalie, you're not a number. You're a girl.
You mentioned, though, that the producers, they would weigh the girls. They had a scale on set. There was, like, official weigh-ins.
Frankly, the girls never told me about it until after.
Mm.
And now that they're older and they're grown and they have children, we have a whole different relationship. It's just incredible.
There are no sharks, no jellyfish, no giant manta rays.
This hair doesn't just happen. Fine, later, after we visit Uncle Eddie.
From the moment I was born, I have the power to absorb the fear of others.
We can start over now.
Wait, what's your name?
Harmony.
Everything in the entire universe is connected by this thin web.
Mason, this is the girl that I was telling you all about.
So you can literally wash away pain or fear.
She did something to you, didn't she? I can fix that.
I have felt negativity all around me, but it hurts.
I won't bow down.
There are only two real emotions in the universe, love and fear.
Harmony's birth is the counterpoint to all this growing negative energy.
She's been suffering.
Harmony! You can't be around me. No one can.
You're not alone anymore.
Whatever demons you put in their heads, I've already met mine.
All those you have saved, let them guide you.
Why don't we see you on television these days? Well, you know, as you get older, there's new people coming along, you know, so at the same time, when I toured non-stop for 10 years and I decided that if I'd seen another motorway cone or another moto, I took some time out to write. We got a little bit bored with acting, believe it or not. It's a terrible thing to say. And then I did a series out in Bulgaria which actually reinvigorated me. playing an Englishman buying a property abroad. So I spent 10 weeks out there, fantastic country. And I do a couple of things. There's big studios out there that does things like Expendables, so I've done a few straight-to-DVD films. And I've been writing this book.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you've got it, because I actually was going to bring you a copy, thinking you could take it with you on a Saturday afternoon instead of watching Man United, and you'd have a happier outcome.
Oh, that's well, they're a bit I'll keep it out of this one. I suppose the analysis, the areas are the same. I mean, part fact, part fiction, part fantasy. You know, it's
recovered. In fact, you're looking very much like Jose this morning. I actually thought he was when I saw him in makeup.
I thought Jose Marino's in the room.
Great.
How would you describe, this is called Jack Bates and the Wizard's Spell. Now, immediately I'm thinking a bit of Harry Potter meets Horrible Histories.
And meets Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I never read, for my sins, I've never read Harry Potter, so I can't sort of thing. And I never read 50 Shades of Grey, although I did look at the colour chart in Homebase, and there was only 42, so I think I was a bit disappointed. No, it's... my dad always used to say to me when I sort of switched off, he said, "Oh, you're in the world of the other, aren't you?" You know, instead of penny for your thoughts. And I wanted to do something, a film script basically about Richard III, the discovery of Richard III.
In the car park?
Yeah, because I was on a bus, for my sins, I was on a bus, and a load of kids got on, and one said, "What was he doing in a car park anyway?" And they said, "No, he was buried under it." And I thought, "Oh, the Cray twins are back," you know. And of course it turned out to be...
And that literally gave you the idea?
Yeah, and then I thought, hang on, there's 15 production companies at this very moment probably churning out scripts, a bit like the Hatton Garden bank robbery, you know, the safety. There's probably 4 movies ready to come out next week. So I did a bit of thank God for Google, and of course you tend to forget about the princes, and of course the rumours like, are they dead, are they not? So I thought I'd do that, and then I thought, how can I get these modern kids into this? So it was fantasy. Do I want to do a sort of a time walk where they go into like a TARDIS and say into the other, and it's my head, which people probably, I wouldn't want Jung or Freud to have a look at it, but I get all my ideas from there, and I lie in bed at night trying to sleep, and it could be I could be taking a wagon train through Indian territory or whatever, and
Leslie,
that's it.
Good luck with.
Roger Robinson, welcome to Conversations, and thank you very much for taking the time to be here. Well, this has been one heck of a year for you. You win the Tony in June, Best Performance by a Featured Actor for portraying Bynum Walker, August Wilson's play Joe Turner's Come and Gone. And I found a quote. "It's taken 46 years to come up these steps to this microphone," as you accepted that Tony that night. Take me to that moment.
Well, that was an incredible moment. My sister, who's here today with me, I brought her to New York for the first time. To go to the Tonys with me, I needed an escort. And that moment was incredible. Jane Fonda was introducing that category and announcing the winner of that category. And I met Jane Fonda. I'd actually met her some years back, but we had lunch together about 2 weeks prior at the nominees luncheon, and Jane told me that she was coming to see the show. I said, "When are you coming to see the play?" She said she was running on Broadway at the same time, and she said, "I'll be there on June 4th. There's a point to my story." Right. And so June 4th came, and she didn't come backstage. So the first time I saw her was when she presented me with the Tony. And I got up on the platform to accept the Tony. And the first thing I said to her is, "You didn't come and see the play. This is all in front of the audience." I don't think they caught it on television, but I said, "You didn't come see the play." She said, "Yes, I did. I was there." I said, "How come you didn't come backstage?" She said, "Well, because I had a lot of people with me. Go on and accept your award. I'll talk to you later." So it was, that was the moment. And then I remembered, they give you a minute. From the time they call your name, you have a minute and a half. That's the whole walk, and then the music starts. So I took part of that to converse with Jane Fonda,
Well, that'll be a memorable moment you'll always have.
Yeah.
Not only winning, but having that little conversation with Jane Fonda. You know, it's an individual award, but I've heard that you would love to see the Tonys honor ensembles, and especially in a play like Joe Turner.
Yeah.
Which really is a huge cast, and it's really what makes that thing work.
Yeah, there were 11 of us, I believe, I think. But the Olivier's that they give out in England, which are the equivalent to the Tonys for the English people, they have now started an ensemble award. And I think the Tonys, I'm advocating the Tonys do the same thing. The last time I was nominated for a Tony was in 1996 for an August Wilson play. And the categories then, they had 4 people to each category. There were only 4 nominees. And Kevin Spacey did The Iceman Cometh on Broadway, and he was the one that went to the committee and said, look, we need to expand this so we have more slots available for actors. And from that point on, the next year, they nominated 5 in each category. However, the plays and the directors are still 4. There are only 4 nominations in those categories, but for the acting categories, they expanded it to 5, much like the Emmys and the Oscars.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you stood me up on purpose. Pardon? Lunch yesterday, I thought at least you'd call.
Oh, Gail. Jeez, that was my fault. I take full responsibility for that.
Oh, no big deal. I just missed you.
Well, we'll do it another time.
Hello? Monica, what's wrong?
Nothing.
That only works with associates who don't know you as well as I do. Come on, now.
Listen, let's not make such a big deal out of this.
No, it's no big deal. I mean, you stood me up. No excuses, no phone calls. And, well, forgive me for pushing the guilt buttons a little bit here, but that was my birthday lunch.
Oh, Gail, I'm sorry. How could I forget that?
Well, maybe because you have something on your mind.
Well, it might be nothing, and I don't want to make a federal case out of it.
What might be nothing?
I had a mammogram last week.
And?
And there seems to be a mass over on the left side.
Did you have it biopsied?
Oh, yeah, and the initial test came back malignant, and Dr. Cahill wants to do something about it. I mean, like yesterday.
Monica, are you all right?
Well, I'm certainly not going to have somebody hacking away at me without getting a second opinion.
Well, whom have you contacted for the second opinion?
Well, nobody.
Well, why in heaven's name haven't you? What are you waiting for?
Oh, well, I thought maybe I'd like to do a little research myself.
Why? For heaven's sakes, every day counts.
I need some time, Gail. I need some time to absorb all of this and figure out what I'm going to do.
Monica, this isn't like you. Denial? I mean, you always just attack things, difficulties head on. Every minute that you waste is critical.
Thank you. Now, I've heard that from Dr. Cahill, Alan, and now you. You all have such easy solutions to my problem. Well, Gail, it is my problem. And it is my body. And it is, as you said, my difficulty. And I will take care of it myself.
By denying that there is a problem. Monica,